Dispatchers are the vital link between deputies, firefighters, and paramedics to get you the help that you need.
And joining us right now with the details on how you can become one, yeah, you can do it. Sheriff Kelly Martinez and Training Supervisor Mary Chris Mercado. Ladies, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. The fact that people watch us and there's no way I could ever do, there's no way I can't do, we're putting that to rest because you can, and this is a great opportunity. Tell me about how this is going to work.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that are going on. This is the first of its kind, we believe, in the region. It is happening across the country in some places, but we recognize that dispatching and call taking is hard. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the first link to our organization. When somebody's in trouble or needs help, they can pick up the phone and get a hold of someone. But we've developed a program where we're going to be able to allow people to do call taking from home. So that we'll have some positions where people can take calls from home that work directly for the sheriff's office, and those calls will be sent. You know, they'll answer questions to all those types of things. And Mary Chris is going to talk about it a little bit more. She's actually one of ours. She's been dispatching with us for a long time. And
oh, you're one of the dispatchers?
Yes, I started off as a dispatcher. I'm the training supervisor now.
Okay.
But, yeah, 19 years.
That call, unfortunately, I've had to make those calls when we've needed help. And that voice that you hear on the other side of the line, like in a time where there's an emergency and something really horribly bad happening, it's everything.
Yes. Being the calm voice at the end of the line is what we train, and I often tell people you're talking to people at the worst time of their life, and we don't take that lightly. Yeah. So the training does kick in when it needs to.
It's such an important role. I was literally taken aback when you said that you could somehow do this from home. The technology has gotten to a point where we can do that, right? How is that going to work? Because you mentioned something about the call goes back to that doesn't affect the timeliness of the response or anything, or what you're telling the people. Right. Explain how this is going to work.
So we do have a mechanism at the comm center that when we do receive a call, the mechanism is able to differentiate where the call is going to go, so that if it's a non-emergency call that the caller's calling about, it'll go to this new position where the dispatcher works from home. If it's an emergency, it'll go to the comm center. Why
make that decision to be able to offer this for people to do at home, especially in a day and age where we're hearing a lot of businesses saying, nope, everybody back in the office, we want everybody under one roof?
Well, we think this offers a lot of flexibility for our employees in particular. You know, these calls, as Mary Chris was saying, can go to a home call taker, who will then relieve those calls going to those call takers will actually relieve our dispatch for availability for more urgent calls. So we think it might reduce about 40% of the calls going into our dispatch center. And a lot of these questions, a lot of times people call and they just want to know what hours San Marcos Station is open, or how they take care of this, or where they follow.
Are you talking about 911?
No, this is just our business line.
Oh, the business line.
Yeah.
So they call for the business line, it'll get routed, non-emergency will go one way. Okay.
But we do think that if this is successful, we might be able to expand it and actually maybe even do dispatching from home at some point.
That's amazing.
So yeah, there's agencies around the country who've done it, not a lot. Yeah. There's obviously some security concerns with information and how things, you know, the technology piece, but we think there's a lot of opportunity.
And you mentioned, Mary Chris, you mentioned 19 years doing this. I want you to kind of tell us what a normal 9 to 5 or, you know, other hours, what is that day like for a dispatcher? But how did you even want to get into this 19 years ago, and what made you think, this is what I want to do? And then what's your day like?
I don't think anybody wakes up and says, I want to be a dispatcher. So we are trying to do a lot more in the community to raise awareness about what the field is. I graduated with criminal justice from San Diego State, and right after that I became emergency services dispatcher. A typical day for a dispatcher, they would come in, they would attend briefing, and they're trained, the emergency services dispatchers are trained to either do call taking, radio, or an inquiry position where they're running plates and running names. So they're trained in all those phases. They can work at either one, and it's about 10 to 12 hours a day.
Shali mentioned the calming voice on the other end of the phone. When thinking about applying for a job like this, you would think you got to have a certain kind of special person and personality to do something like this.
Oh.
Who is that person?
Yeah.
So the person for us is just somebody that has a commitment to helping others, and that's really at the forefront of what we're doing. Somebody that can be compassionate to people when they call, and for them not to become desensitized, because you do take so many calls a day, and sometimes it could feel like it's the same thing. But to have that same level of compassion for each caller is really important.
I love this. We're going to get the information up on our website for people, and then like requirements and all that stuff will be listed on there. I'm assuming you have.
Yeah, and we not only this call taking from home position is open, but also call taking at our dispatch center for the 911 calls that you talked about, also,
Okay.
which eventually can lead you to be an actual dispatcher.
Excellent.
Yeah, where you're directing the deputies to calls and helping coordinate and navigate all that. So,
Other openings, it's good stuff. Look,
Yeah.
we talked about how, you know, it's challenging, it's a difficult job, but it takes the right person.
Rewarding, yes.
What's the number one thing, what's the best part of the job out there?
The best part of the job is it's really not the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And so the variety of all the things that you get, it's an ever-changing field, so it's always changing. So that's what's kept me around for 19 years. They have kept me busy.
Good. Mary Chris, so thank you for
you.
19 years of service. Amazing,
thank you so
amazing
much.
work. Thank you so much. And Sheriff, of course, we appreciate your time as
thank
always.
you. Thank you both.